2 miles 3 furlongs. Maybe it'll suit him. Most of his good runs have been over it.
Bracken Heath does tend to make the odd mistake, but he's going to have to force things here because 2 miles 3.5 furlongs is on the short side. He certainly jumped the first flight all right. The last to land out the back was Call My Guest. So away they go then, slightly uphill towards flight number 2. And it's Bracken Heath from Pealings, the grey, in second. And then Warm Spell, How Who Your Room, Harlequin Chorus towards the inside. Out wide, Neat Feet, a bit pottery at that. Equity's Darling. And then out the rear, Advance East and Call My Guest. And Bracken Heath has gone off at a good gallop here, stretching them out already. Pealings, the only one to go with him in second place. And it wouldn't be the wisest manoeuvre for these jockeys to let Bracken Heath have too much rope here, because he does stay very well. He keeps galloping. Bracken Heath from Pealings, and they are a good 12 or 15 clear of Harlequin Chorus. And then How Who Your Room. Warm Spell towards the outside. Very interesting to see the money coming for Warm Spell. He's a horse that's invariably done well when the money's down in the past. As they straighten up for the next flight. Towards the rear, Equity's Darling. Then Advance East, Neat Feet towards the outside. And Call My Guest switch right off at the rear of the field as they skip over the next. Call My Guest and Graham Bradley out the back, taking a keen hold. Bracken Heath, and they've closed right up the pack on the leader. Bracken Heath from Pealings, then How Who Your Room, and Warm Spell in 4th place, bandaged in front, and the leader again jumping well there. I think we did him a disservice before the race. He's jumped like a buck so far. Harlequin Chorus towards the inside, Neat Feet out wide from Equity's Darling, and then towards the rear, Advance East and Call My Guest. They pass the stands. Let's check the SPs. Warm Spell, the 11-4 well-back favourite. Equity's Darling at 9-2 and Call My Guest at 11-2. It's 6-1 bar those 3. Swinging away then from the stands, a left-hander on towards flights 5 and 6 down the side of the course. And Jamie Goldstein still cutting out the pace on the top-weighted Bracken Heath. From in second, the grey Pealings, then How Who Your Room and Harlequin Chorus towards the inside. Warm Spell is next from Neat Feet, and then back to Equity's Darling, Advance East and Call My Guest, who's now only about 7 lengths off the pace. On the side of the course they go then. Bracken Heath forcing this pace, 2 or 3 lengths to Pealings in second as they take the next flight. Again, very bold, the leader there. Landing in third was Warm Spell under Tony McCoy. Harlequin Chorus driving up the inside then from How Who Your Room, whose only previous wins over hurdles have been at Plumpton. Advance East, Neat Feet, Equity's Darling, one from last, and Call My Guest still observing, content to observe from the rear as they clear the next. And it's still Bracken Heath trying hard to wind it up, trying to blunt the speed of the others. Warm Spell on the outside, Pealings the rail. And then How Who Your Room in 4, 5 is Neat Feet, and then Harlequin Chorus is travelling well enough on the fence in about 6th place. Then Advanced East. Call My Guest now improving under Graham Bradley in a noseband as they pass their departure point and on towards 4 out. And there the leader was not so clever, Bracken Heath, as they begin to climb towards 3 out. Bracken Heath from Pealings, Warm Spell, the jolly old favourite, going well. Red sleeve jacket, green cap, worn by the champ. How Who Your Room is next. Neat Feet, Call My Guest towards the outside in a noseband, and there Pealings driving up the inside of Bracken Heath on landing as they reach the highest point of the course now. And it's Pealings that gallops into the lead for the stable that won this race 12 months ago with Ernest William. And it's Pealings from Bracken Heath. Warm Spell now comes off the bridle and begins to feel the warmth of Tony McCoy's whip. Harlequin Chorus, none going better than him in 4th place on the rail, but will he put it in? Then Advance East and Call My Guest as now they sprint round the turn with 2 flights left to jump, and it's Pealings making the best of his way home. Warm Spell in hot pursuit. Harlequin Chorus the rail. Bracken Heath is flat-footed then from Advance East, running a big race. Call My Guest and Neat Feet down towards the second last, under 3 furlongs to cover, and Pealings from Warm Spell only a length down there. And they're getting away from Harlequin Chorus now. Then Bracken Heath, Call My Guest under pressure. Advance East, Neat Feet and Equity's Darling as they race towards the final flight. And Pealings trying to hold them all at bay. Warm Spell, a persistent challenger in second place. At the last, the leader had to put himself right there. And Warm Spell under a strong drive down the near side. Warm Spell joins Pealings. Pealings finds a bit extra now, though. It's the grey horse Pealings. He's just too strong for the favourite. Pealings the winner. Warm Spell second, Equities Darling running on best of all in third place. Then Bracken Heath, who kept going, it was too short for him. Call My Guess then from Neat Feet, Harlequin Chorus Advance East, and Howl Who Your Room was tailed off. Well, Pealings, what a good servant he's been this season to trainer Jeff Hubbard. An 8-1 winner today. We saw him winning earlier in the season on Channel 4 at Uttoxeter. And with the exception of a slightly disappointing run in bog-deep ground at Uttoxeter last time, he's been a model of consistency. Second number 2, Warm Spell, 11-4 favourite. Third number 8, Equities Darling at 9-2. Windtote, £10, places 250, 170 and 180. Dual forecast, £28.90. And the straight forecast, 29.84.